for a popular segment between, make that beside, two reporters with our Edmonton Bureau Chief Ryan Rishaug and our Maple Leafs reporter and leader of Masters Nation, Mark Masters. Ryan, we start with you. Goaltending, one of the many major issues for this team out of the gate this season. Not so much now. What can you say about the play of Stuart Skinner?
Oh. Yeah, he's been excellent lately, Jay, but tonight was a perfect example of the best of Stuart Skinner, right? His team didn't quite show up on time tonight. I think we all saw that with the first shift, but Stuart Skinner did. And when the Maple Leafs were really, really pushing, right, a team that had been challenged a little bit by their head coach, a team that really wanted to have positive results tonight, Stuart Skinner got in the way of all of those Leaf plans, made all kinds of great saves in the early going, gave his team a chance to find their footing, really stabilized. He was battling in the crease, right? He got run over a couple of times, although he talked about how nice John Tavares was after he ran into him, and he thought that was just swell. But Stuart Skinner put up a roadblock tonight against a Maple Leafs team that was wanting to take a step. He took away their chance in the early going.
Mark, another lead blown by this Maple Leafs team. They're playing well enough to take leads. They're not playing well enough to finish those games. But the feeling around the team after another loss, was it dismal, or does this team still have some optimism?
Well, you know, it certainly feels like they are feeling it. Sheldon Keefe took a long time to come out to speak to the media tonight, and when he did come out and talk to us, he was really positive. He said he liked their game today. You know, if they play this game again, they're going to win it a lot of times. He was highlighting the missed opportunities, Tyler Bertuzzi hitting a post, some breakaway chances they had. And he also highlighted the fact the Oilers have been a dominant team for the last couple of months. Really hot, best in the NHL. He's really clearly trying to pump up his team at this moment, because this is a group that doesn't lose 4 in a row often, certainly not 3 in a row in regulation all too often. Mitch Marner, though, you know, he came out and he said, we're not listening to the outside. You know, we're not letting frustration creep in. We know we're a good team. And that's something he tends to say when the heat is rising around the group, and that's certainly what it feels like right now, Jay.
He's talking directly to you. You are
I'm making the noise.
You are the outside noise.
I do make a lot of noise, Jay.
We keep trying to figure out who the outside is. It's either Craig Button or it's Mark Masters. It's one or the other. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Sneaky.
Yeah. Ryan, Edmonton 21-6 under new head coach Chris Knoblauch. I call him new head coach because it still feels like he's their new head coach. And, you know, I think when Jay Woodcroft got fired, a lot of people thought this isn't fair to Jay Woodcroft, but they're playing so darn well under Knoblauch. How much credit should Knoblauch get after a win like this?
Yeah, I think he gets a lot of credit. And Jay, it's about the star players. It's about the players on the ice. But I do think there is reason to point to the head coach tonight. I really do. He made some really subtle adjustments. So early on, when Austin Matthews head-to-head against Connor McDavid was not going well for the Oilers, he made a switch. After a commercial break, he came back with Leon Draisaitl against Austin Matthews, freed up McDavid's line a little bit to play against the second, third, fourth line of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and that made a difference. They drew a penalty, they got a little bit of momentum, and the game really did swing from there after he made that tweak. Then a little bit later on in the game, he put McDavid and Draisaitl out there together. He doesn't do that a lot. Kind of has an instinct on when to do it. It worked. They scored. And then late in the game, he threw a line together, guys. I don't think I've ever seen covering the Oilers. That was McDavid, Draisaitl, and Ryan McLeod. We've never seen that before. Well, McLeod scores the winner. He's subtle with the tweaks that he makes. I had 3 different text messages from people saying, should they take a timeout after they were down 1-0 and then the Leafs hit a post? He doesn't panic. And he had his fingerprints all over this win tonight tactically.
The Oilers host Seattle on Thursday. Leafs head to Calgary Thursday. Guys, you are incredible. This has been Beside.